Now 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Ritter. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Ritter. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Broken tackle. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Wyatt. This one brought in by Aiken. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Aiken the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Wyatt. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. To throw on 2nd down, Wyatt. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And Walker has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Ritter fires quickly out wide. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard.
Touchdown! Rondale Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Armadillos have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll make our score 14-7. So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now they'll audible to something else. Aiken, the man in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wyatt. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw on 3rd down. Wyatt. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Ritter now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ritter back to throw. Buying time to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Aiken, the man in motion. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Wyatt. Short throw caught by Pitts. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Aiken, the man in motion. On 1st down, Wyatt. Aiken able to bring it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Wyatt This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not as bad. Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Running right, here's Brown. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Dancing away at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They will toss to Brown. Nifty move. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Brown is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Ritter from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Ritter to throw it. Finding Walker, complete. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 23-yard line. 25 yards that time. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Armadillos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Ritter will throw for it. Flush to his right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Aiken, the man in motion. Looking to throw. Wyatt. That's down the field and caught by Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Throwing on first down. Wyatt got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. And quickly they get to the line. Off play action. Wyatt. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 34 yards. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Ritter. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
There he goes left side, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards, and the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Wyatt. Man open left side is Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the handoff, this is Brown. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. Right back to Brown. He'll take this to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half.